doctor,
attorney,
and now the official injury law firm partner of the Denver Broncos.
Ramos Law. What makes us different makes us better.
Hey crew, welcome to Friday. Hey-oh! Yeah, we are heading toward the weekend, but we've got some interesting weather to deal with as there's a western edge of some much chillier air just off to our east that we've been talking about for the last 2 days. So we get a quick warm up today. We're in the 40s and 50s, pretty close temperature-wise to what we had yesterday east of the mountains with 30s and 40s over the mountains and valleys, just depending on where you are. But let's talk about what happens for the back part of the day. We hit the afternoon here. We've got a northwest wind over the plains, but that changes here as we head into the afternoon. Here comes that front. It's working westward pretty quick. As we head into the evening, it starts rushing westward very, very fast up the Arkansas River Valley and up against the eastern edge of the Rocky Mountains. And so for the areas that get this front to arrive during the afternoon today, things are going to change up quick. And I'm going to use the Arkansas River Valley here because that's where the front is going to rush westward fastest. And so you see here as we hit the afternoon, we see the temperature starting to drop out across the far eastern plains. And we move past about 3 o'clock. I think things are changing up pretty quick here. These usually arrive quicker than what computer models are showing. And so I've edited this to make it get here about 2 hours quicker than what computer models are showing, because 9 times out of 10, that's how it works out. But when the front gets to your area, the temperatures will fall pretty quick over an hour's time. So that's what I'm trying to show here. West of the front will still be in the 50s in some cases, and right behind it will drop off into the 30s really, really fast. And this cold air continues to rush westward here as we head into the evening. So that's what I want you to be aware of. The farther east you are, the quicker you're going to deal with this, and those temperatures will keep coming down as we head into the evening. Low clouds will develop behind the front, and we may see some freezing fog as well. Notice here as I widen the view out and we head through the middle part of the evening, the clouds and the freezing fog are moving westward really quick. And watch what happens here on the leading edge of this. We get into Pueblo, and then this front's going to start coming up Fountain Creek into Colorado Springs. It's going to start heading up the slopes of the Wet Mountains, and it's going to continue on the river toward Canyon City. And so as we head into early Friday or Saturday morning, excuse me, we'll have the potential for freezing fog. There might be some flurries in there as well. But I think more than anything else, we get some overcast. Freezing fog is going to be most likely where we're kind of pushing that air mass up against the terrain. And that's probably the best chance of getting some flurries with that as well. But you see the model trying to pick up on that. It's not going to be anything heavy, but if the visibility's down, and maybe a bridge or an overpass gets a little bit slick in some of that freezing fog, it's at least something to be aware of here as we head into the start of the weekend. So the overnight lows will be in the teens behind that front. Areas that are over the mountains, will be in the teens and 20s, some single digits in the mountain valleys. And we start off with some low clouds here, but as we head towards sunrise, we're starting to work on the western edge of this already. And so for those of us that start off overcast, we'll see the sun come out here. It will take longest out across the far eastern plains. And what hinges on tomorrow for the high temperature forecast is if you get a westerly or northwesterly wind, that means that you have successfully eroded the Arctic air. But I think some of us across the far eastern plains are still going to be dealing with that a little bit and have a very light easterly breeze. So we'll be quite a bit cooler out here, and we might struggle to hit some of these numbers. Just depends on how long it takes for the sun to come out compared to areas up against the hills where we will be in the 50s and 60s. Mountain areas really not changing too much from day to day because we don't have to deal with this cold front.